The first stock in news is Fresenius Kabi Oncology, where in an exchange filing post-market hours on Monday, the promoters have made a delisting offer to acquire all the publicly held shares of the company for a sum of about 390 crore rupees, so culminating a long-running dispute with the market regulator SEBI. And this delisting offer is for a little over 3 crore shares, which accounts for nearly 19% holding in the company. And the delisting offer will commence on October 15th for a week through October 22nd at an indicative price of about 130 rupees per share, which is near to the current trading price. And the promoter shareholding in the company stood at about 81% as of the quarter ended June. Next one will be Reliance Broadcast Network, where the ADAG-led media entertainment firm, which has interests in television, radio as well as television production. The board has said that it will be considering the delisting from the exchanges on September 18, that is tomorrow, and the company has refused to divulge the reason behind the delisting, and the promoter shareholding in the company stood at a little over 72% as of the quarter ended June. And if you look at its financials, then it clocked a revenue of about 57.5 crores in its first quarter, and the net loss too had narrowed to about 15.7 crores versus 28.7 crores. So that was, the net loss was nearly half due to the improvement in business that was seen in radio as well as the television side. And lastly, Berger Paints will be in focus, where 3 months after raising the product prices by about 2%, it has again hiked the prices by about 1.5 to 2% across categories, and the company has also said that it is mulling another price hike going forward due to the impact of the rupee depreciation on its input costs. Well, HCL Tech, Bharat Petroleum and Yes Bank were the three stocks buzzing in trade. HCL Tech fell nearly 5% and dropped for the second consecutive day on reports which said that HCL Infosystems was looking to merge its systems integration and business services unit with HCL Tech, and that the sales teams of both the companies had been working closely and pitching jointly for the new technology services contracts. Clearly, the markets thought that HCL Infosystems was the greater beneficiary out of this possible merger talks, and that is why it zoomed, whereas HCL Tech reversed and the selling pressure was the highest that we had seen in the last 6 weeks. Next one was Bharat Petroleum, that jumped up nearly 4%, stretching its gains for the second day on the trot, and that was because of the petrol price hike which came into effect over the weekend. Also that the rupee has now strengthened, that gives a better chance to lower the under recoveries, and also that there is the growing speculation of a diesel price hike in the offing that is stoking up the prices of the OMCs. So BPCL turned out to be the top gainer on Nifty, and so the highest volume action seen in the last 1 week. Lastly, it was Yes Bank that climbed up 3.5%, backed by heavy volumes, and it snapped its 3-day slide, where the rupee managed to touch a 1-month low, and that basically would give greater elbow room with regards to the visibility on unwinding of the liquidity tightening measures for the new RBI governor in his forthcoming policy meet. And Yes Bank will be one of the greatest beneficiaries, if at all he is to announce anything on that front. So it turned out to be the top gainer on CNX Bank Nifty.